Hello, chat. This head size is so much better. Quill looks so much more proportioned. Hooray! I need to work on his weight painting now. Quill weight painting is on the list of things I have to do. Along with making the summer map. Ah! Hello. I got new book dynamics. There we go. Oh, hello. Hello, book. It moves in my head. Oh no. Oh no, it moves my head! Well, that's fine. It's kind of cute, actually. It's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Harumph. Anyways, it follows now, but like more naturally. The only problem is it also follows my head for some reason. So I'll have to try and figure that out as a problem, I guess. Can I grab it though? Allegedly I can grab it. No. Rumph. Fuck that book. Firmly grasp it. I use the Among Us follower. As like a reference point. So basically I just replaced it, the prefab with book. But you know, it doesn't seem to be working all too well. Seems a bit off. What with the looking in my direction. It wasn't doing this out of VR, by the way. It's only doing it in VR. It's a bit sus. So like sudden of movement too. Anyways, put the book away. Get in there. I love how it moves. It's so cute. I still have it open, so I could try and like deduce.
Hello?
So they're like, so it's got this. For the inspector. That follows the world. Which is a fake constraint, presumably. And bone tracer extension. It's very complicated. It's all very complex. It's all very complex. Look at target. Follow target. Contact sender. Among Us. Ever follower. Animated. Ah, that might actually help. Because it is animated, technically. That could probably fix a problem. Or two. I'll just upload it. Do I want to reload? No, probably not. Because I shouldn't need it tonight anyways. Well, maybe, but shouldn't be a big deal. Sporked if it's borked, if it's borked. If it's borked, it's borked. What? I'm sorry, I exist within a capacity. What's that? Okay, let's go. Bork. Oh, I need water first. Before I try to do the Quill voice, that seems like a smart idea. There we go. That's much better. I should also probably put music in. Because right now, it's depressing. Give me the music. Music Man! We might have Crispy join us later. We will have to see. Okay, there we go. Reload the layout so you can see it. There we go. You could turn that up a tad. There you go. Okay. Quill noises. What does that even mean? What does quill noises mean? He's so glowy in this map. Okay, you're not wrong. Shut up. He's not small, he's big. He's a big boy. You shut up, random. He's a big boy. I won't comment on the second word.
Oh, that one's the color.
It's pretty dark.
I also just
Oh yeah. Turn
There you
around.
go. That's
Yeah.
that's fine. I can agree with that one. Mildly.
Fair enough.
Now for Quill to be antisocial and nervous. Because he doesn't know anybody. Just walk around in circles. Wait for somebody to show up that he knows. Can I peek? Peek. No. I thought Ebb and Flow might be here, but they're not, I don't think. He's big-hearted. He's not very big booked though. I guess it does have a lot of chapters. Oh, that entirely depends on a singular factor that I don't know. I don't know if it's true for bio. There is one way to find an answer to, I'm sure, is the question on all of your minds.
Troublesome. Never. I even stopped from listening in on their conversation.
No, you can't really ask Leaf.
Despite
I don't think Leaf has seen that.
It wouldn't be anything interesting. We were just talking about how much of a
It's
lesbian
a
I am.
pine snare. No, but
More conversation elsewhere.
Patreon
Go look at the
exists.
ticket pen.
Just so you know.
Alright, we'll look at the ticket pen.
You should check out that and see the tiers that I have there. There's actually a new Quill art coming out soon that I'm very proud of.
I think I remember how to get to 10.
Alright, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yep,
7,
yep,
8,
there you go.
9, 10.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking legally.
Man.
Look, there's only 2 uses of the, well, actually 3 uses.
Informant and trying to get
The combat functionality of it,
Fuck.
stabbing people for singing Christmas songs in times that it is not, that is Christmas songs.
Yep,
where-
she's not here. Oh no. No ebb and flow. Very sad. The Discord, we have a link in the card. If you go to the card there, that has commissions and it also has all of my other stuff. But since my commissions are not currently open, it really just has that stuff. We should probably update that to just being links. I don't draw wieners for money. I don't draw hot dogs. I've drawn one hot dog, singular. An Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be.
I'm gonna walk in this grass again.
For the what? To be entirely fair, I really don't do. I really don't. It's not about the money, Batman. It's about the message. It's about sending a message. I don't actually do very much drawing in general for money. I just kind of do it for fun. But I just so happen to get money on the side because of it. Leg? I think I need to move my chair forward. A bear? Is that a fucking bear? What the fuck? Doo, doo, doo. Big boy, sit. The Mets, baby. But it's all about the Mets. It's all about the Mets, baby. It's all about the Mets. Pine Fork is kind of dead today. There's normally a lot more people here. I guess it's because there's a lot of other lobbies open. Yes, this is wholesome Quill hours. Spicy Quill does not exist yet. There is no spice in Quill. That's a bear. That's a bear sound. Spicy Quill does not exist yet. It's possible. I might message Wolf. I might message Quispy to tell her we might pop to the Wicarium instead. Considering... install spice. That's if she's able to. So I'll toss her a message. Actually, I'll just fully mute real quick. Okay, hello. We're gonna shift over to Bacarian. Oh, Jesus. I asked the sage advice of the Quispy. And the Quispy said she'll go wherever I go, so we gonna go there. Oh, a library. Ooh. Tempting. This is very tempting for the Quill. Sure. Can you come up with something for me, Dave? You're very smart. I'm dead brain. I literally named it Fork and Spoons. Like, honestly, change it to no forks. No forks today. We have no forks.
Potentially. Depends on what they
Unless you have a better idea.
I think I've heard them call your mom.
If you have a better idea, then yeah, do that. Okay. Corona! I'm stupid. Dumb. I'm stupid. Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Go stupid. No fork. Only book. Maybe. Is there a Mirak lobby open? Probably just a scene. Can't imagine there's a Mirak lobby open. Rena's gonna be excited. I think he'll be excited. No forks given. That's funny. Especially because Quill said fuck yesterday. Not yesterday. Sunday. He said fuck. Naughty. Naughty words. You know, I just, you know, I just am, what? You know, oh God. I can't tell if this is like a dyslexia thing or if I'm struggling. You know what? You know when you know I just am going to give no forks about all this strange stuff today. Okay, I did it. I said it. I struggled through it, but I did it. No Zafira. Portal. Oh boy. There's a big bird in the way. That's kind of distressing. My brain is small. That's a very little door. Oh no. I like how they made the bird more menacing now. Because now he's just sitting there. Menacingly. You know. Sitting there. Menacingly. The door's so little. Oh, poor Quill. That's like a just barely fit.
One time in the acres or somewhere, what the hell exactly happened, but damn, good to see you.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Is Fable here
Hi, Annie.
today?
Yes, he is, but first, do you have any items, weapons, or consumables on you?
No. Well,
Okay,
I have
here you
like
go.
a
I think he's
phone
in the
and
library.
a book.
So you'll probably be
Okay.
seeing me on the ship more often.
Should be good. You should be in the library with Dylan.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, give it your best.
I'll certainly try.
I guess everybody's at the open lobby. Because there's not very many people here either. That door got more fancy since the last time I saw it. This looks like a library.
There's another thing which is bothering me.
Mm. Yeah, Kazuki's has an open lobby tonight for Zafira. I considered going, but it's kind of an area that none of my characters would go to. Oh. Or there's people here. Oh, there's buttons. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, hi.
Oh, you're good.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
You alright?
Mm,
Okay.
just happy to see you.
Okay. I'm happy to see you.
Like I'm fine. Like if anyone tell me like how you doing, my answer would basically be I'm doing alright.
I didn't expect this.
I
Oh.
could do a lot better, but
Yeah, so this recently kind of got open to the public.
fuck the situation.
Oh.
And that's all I need to do.
How did Fable get this many books?
I'm assuming from we have a lot of connections, so probably either by
Oh.
borrowing or
Hello,
by
Lady
granting.
Quill. You look very pretty.
Okay.
Hi.
That's just gonna be a thing forever, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'll actually correct people. In a proper, I'm afraid of confrontation.
Understandable.
Right, is Fable here?
Fable and also Dylan, I think, are currently at the balcony talking, but I
Oh,
don't know where they went. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if it's private or anything.
okay. Well, I'll maybe wait for them then, I guess. Leaf might be coming. Might.
Leaf. We like old times.
Yeah. Well, mostly. He's a little different.
Mostly.
Just like you're a little different,
Oh.
and I'm a little different.
Is the time of Fae stuff happened?
Not exactly. It kind of depends what moods he's in. Last time I saw him, he was
Yeah,
kind
I
of
know
fluffy.
what he's like. Oh, understandable.
I think it's a blank
At least
thing.
he's not blue, cause that's when
He's
he's sad, and then when he's happy, he's I think orange. I'm still getting used to it.
So autumn is it like his standard, I think. So that's kind of neutral. And also probably some kind of specific emotion. Blue is sad. But also other things. I would think happy is spring. Like very happy, anyways. Just like he can technically have a range of emotions within any season, but that's like the extreme of that emotion. It's like, he can be happy if he's blue, but if he's very happy, then it's spring, I think, which would be green. No, yellow is his bad
Totally
face.
different shade.
The many different shades of leaf.
Do you know mirror magic or problems of mirror things?
What do you mean specifically? There's a lot of different magic that can be done with mirrors.
Buttons accidentally made something, and Buttons don't know if I made it near a mirror or it's just from somewhere else.
More information.
So, Buttons has constructs. So I use my voodoo magic.
Mhm.
And a construct, when I made it, turned into not the same as my other construct, bright and very okay, but this one turned dark and it's like material started to like dim in color, and it didn't look very nice. Buttons thought maybe it was just sad and happy, so Buttons kept it around with me. And recently, I grabbed a staff from when I was adventuring, and it was a necromancy staff. And I found out, Stardust, that this necromancy staff kind of uses the life force around it. And it kind of like slowly like pulls in it over time, but it doesn't do it as quickly, so I don't really, I don't like bringing it around places. But Buttons kept on putting it near like the little dolls because they were really connected to it. Like their bond to it was really strong, and they wouldn't let go of the staff.
Mood.
Buttons kept seeing the dark one always near the staff, so Buttons was like thinking maybe this the puppet that I created that I can't control when I'm making something, like the puppets, I don't have control over my magic. Like sometimes it just kind of happens when I'm having fun, and then it comes alive. Buttons kept seeing the construct near Buttons' staff, and Buttons kept it, you know, like Buttons has seen a whole ton of my constructs kind of around the staff, so I didn't really think about it. And then I went into the bathroom because I needed to stitch up some stuff, and I put the construct like on the side because I thought maybe they were really lonely. So Buttons went to go and look at the mirror, and Buttons saw myself next to it. Dark and shadowy looking thing. I don't know what it was, but it just kept on like staring at me, grinning, and wanted to like walk towards me and grab me. But when I turned around, nothing was there, and the puppet was there. So Buttons grabbed the construct and threw it across the room and shut the door. And I'd never been in the bathroom ever since. But Buttons must have either made the construct near a mirror, or I have people telling me that it could be mirror stuff, and then others it could be the Shadowfell, because when I went to Stardust, I went to the Shadowfell with Aurora and a ton of like the adventurers when we needed to investigate it. And Buttons don't know whether like or not it was from that, but Buttons had the dark creature before I went to the Shadowfell. So I don't know whether or not I just did something. And I don't know.
Did you bring it with you when you went to the Shadowfell? Okay.
No, it was at home.
Did you bring anything back with you from the Shadowfell?
I brought a pinwheel.
This sounds like a haunting.
But I put it back because Buttons like gave it to the Shadowfell version of someone.
Did you bring it back to the material plane? Before you gave it back?
Buttons kept it. No, Buttons kept it
Okay.
in the Shadowfell.
Okay. Then it's either some kind of ghost, maybe, or maybe sometimes things can like manifest from emotions.
That's what Buttons thought. But then Buttons...
It could be something related to mirrors, but I don't know what it would be specifically. Most mirror stuff like that, you have to do specific rituals for it. But I guess you're kind of a special
That is
case.
an old face I haven't seen in a very long time.
Oh, hi.
Hi. It's lovely to see you here.
I came here to talk to you, but I need to figure this out first.
Yes, please do. We've been trying to figure it out ourselves, too. Dylan came down to the conclusion that it most likely will definitely have something to do with reflections more than the shadowy kind.
It could be a lot of things.
It moves with... It kind of like... So
Could.
Buttons and Aurora, when Aurora came over to have a look at the construct, all of my other constructs kind of started sitting. So I put the construct in a box and I put a slab over it, but I kept like holes because Buttons kind of felt bad putting a construct in a box. Buttons kept seeing constructs going near the box and sitting and doing nothing. But every time I would go and look at them or try to get rid, like I tried destroying the construct. I tried like removing it. I tried like, not doing anything. But every time when I see my constructs, they just sit at the box with like a missing arm or a missing like leg, and they're like, I don't know why, Buttons is concerned. Maybe the construct, maybe the Buttons knows my magic and is controlling my constructs as well. But the Roar came over and put seals and runes on my constructs, and he kind of went back to normal. Unfortunately, whatever it wasn't happy and started like cracking mirrors and didn't look good. And I think Aurora saw something in like the reflection.
Did you tell Quill about how you peered through it?
Yeah, Buttons kind of peered through the construct a little bit.
That's
and so
something important.
part.
You might want to listen to that. I'll be back later.
Oh.
Give me a moment.
Buttons,
Okay, I just gotta
when
run around and
looking
keep stuff up.
through the construct, because Buttons can see like things through other constructs. Like I can see a construct like working or like got to check the house, so I kind of look through them. But sometimes Buttons can't see the construct that is dark. But the one time I kind of sat next to it and relaxed. And when my other constructs was acting all funny, Buttons looked through their eyes, and Buttons kind of saw flickers of my apartment, but not my apartment. But it had mirrors, like the mirrors in the room that I'm in were the most, like, potent. Like I could see them more, but then there's flickers of like an apartment that is dark and looks gloomy and looks like it's been lived in, but it looks like it in tethers, like it's been like everything's kind of thrown around, like someone got angry or mad and just kind of flipped everything.
Well, it's definitely a problem. It seems like in the very least you summoned or brought over, or maybe were just happened across something that decided to inhabit the construct. I don't think you just... I don't think it's something you just made. I think something else is inhabiting it. Which I would assume is whatever this other Buttons is.
Buttons thought maybe Buttons kind of... Because Voodoo, when looking through a book, Voodoo also can connect with the mirrors. There's certain rituals that you have to do. But Buttons, like...
But you might have done it accidentally.
There's one.
But I might
Yeah,
have
it could be.
accidentally done it
He's
anyway.
isekai, okay, to a realm, and it's like medieval realm with...
I will
But I don't know what
try
I
and help
did.
you research.
And his skill is called online grocery. And they're like, you have a useless skill.
Or
we
try
don't
and
know
help
what
in
it is,
general.
so we're gonna like
Because this is very
give you
concerning.
hush money and kick you out. And so he does that. But his skill
Yeah,
online
Buttons
grocery
kind of
actually
see it
allows
move
him
in
to buy
reflections, but
his
like...
home realm
it's
food
like
and cook it
when
for
Buttons
like
sees
super cheap
myself,
prices.
I don't see the room that I saw my construct in.
pops up.
But I see that the reflection changes, but the room stays the same.
Come with me.
Like this entity
You would like
grabs,
it.
like
Hi,
a little
friend.
bit ago, the entity grabbed the box and put it on
God,
the
I
lap.
hope you're well.
But the
God knows
box
somewhere
was
out
there.
there.
It didn't move. It didn't do anything.
I'm doing.
But the
I
reflection
have a well. It's
changed.
very good.
Well, Buttons, if you'd like, there's a... if you follow down there and go to the left, you'll be able to go upstairs a bit. There'll be more comfortable seating up there to talk. Highly suggested.
It sounds like a plan.
My first suggestion is probably going to be cover the mirrors in your place. And maybe avoid them in general.
That's the thing. Buttons don't know if it can.
I don't
All
know.
buttons.
I don't know either. That's kind of why I'm concerned. In theory, it maybe could, but it's probably getting stronger over time.
I didn't like what Aurora did. That was like
No, it very much didn't.
protection of evil and stuff. It just
Oh.
started cracking the mirrors and did not look happy.
Yeah. Well, let's go sit wherever that is.
Oh yes, let's go sit. Let's go
Mhm.
sit upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a perfect house from the actual house he's trying to build
So
for the whole movie.
Oh, there you
So
go.
does it have the farmer selling his coin? The cock that
And then
crowed
we
in the
just
morning,
carry on
wake the
this
priest
way.
still shaving shore in the I'm not gonna say the whole rhyme. I'm not gonna.
Please. Pain.
Kind of relaxing space that's like right over here.
Definitely relaxing. Mm-hmm. How does this happen every time? Every time I go somewhere, I find I find some new thing to be terrified of. Huh.
Yes, nice, comfy, and cozy space.
Okay. So, oh no. There we go. I don't have any immediate, like, concrete ideas. I think that part will probably take more investigation. Maybe looking into some of your books.
I guess I could try. Buttons doesn't really have a necromancy book. Or
Oh.
any books that involve any voodoo stuff. The only voodoo stuff that I have is like the pages are kind of worn and torn. I found it in the library a long time ago, but the pages look to be broken apart. Buttons never read it too much, but whenever I do voodoo magic, I can't control it. Like it just happens. So I don't know if I know at the time Buttons wasn't doing so great emotionally, physically. Buttons
That
kind of felt
could
sad.
be possible. It could be some kind of manifestation or a connection to something angrier that's using your emotions to power it.
Buttons kept leaving the house for a long period of time. Buttons kept doing their job as couriers and just went around and never really went to the apartment. Once I know Solana used to live there, and X came a long time, and Aurora some helps out with. Oh, that's pro. Oh, give me a sec. I got comms in my ears.
Oh, okay. I was worried for a minute.
Hi, Mushroom. You crawling? You good? You good?
Stand up.
Go make it to
But yeah,
a couch.
Buttons
Go comfy. Go find
doesn't really
comfy.
stay around the house very much. Buttons is now locked their staff in a cupboard. To make sure that the construct doesn't start taking the staff or trying to use it to gain more energy. And Buttons had Aurora come over and give my whole constructs and myself some rune protection from evil and stuff.
I know them.
The puppet kind of hasn't moved for a little bit, but it
Smoothing.
doesn't look happy.
Nothing wrong with this one?
Every time I kind of look at it, it just looks upset and angry.
They're schmoovin'. Give them a moment.
But then, when Buttons kind of saw the box, Aurora like kind of saw Buttons grabbing the box and clawing at it. Like an angry claw, but then claw marks started to form on the box. So Buttons is now concerned that whether this entity now is able to do more than just appear in reflections or
It's getting
but
stronger, for sure.
and Buttons don't know how to Buttons don't know what the spell I use. I don't know why it's doing
Yeah.
this.
That can lead to problems.
The only thing I can think of is maybe trying to find the mirror that Buttons did the spell or made, and try figuring out whether or not it's like a magical connection based. But Buttons has seen like the mirrors shatter and crack, so I don't know what mirror it is or if it is a mirror. Or maybe it was just a reflective surface that I did, I don't know.
Maybe.
At the time already wasn't in my mind of state. I'd have to try and figure out what mirror where I normally make things.
Or just any reflective surface at all. I'll try and help.
Buttons gets worried. I don't know what this thing can do. Because Buttons doesn't really understand the mirror, the mirror version of voodoo. I know it is a thing. I think it was supposed to peer through. I know that people in like a long time ago, it's a book that talks about people using mirror magic to see like what they reflect on themselves or try and connect with spiritual stuff. But that's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know what spell I did.
Well, we're in a library. Maybe we can ask Fable if he has anything?
Dylan told me that I could take a book, or there could be books in here that talks about mirror stuff, but Buttons don't know whether or not it's like a realm I opened up by accident, or if it's just one mirror. I don't know if there's.
So,
if Buttons knows if it's like one person, I don't know if there's more.
books we might want to look into. Spirits. Voodoo. Mirrors. And the Shadowfell. I think that covers all the topics. Oh, possession.
Possession, yes. Buttons don't know whether or not it can possess Buttons. I don't know.
Well,
I don't really want to find out.
Normally, unless it's a very strong spirit, they have to prepare a vessel to possess them. Because you already have something in you. So, it kind of has to make you possessible. Weak-willed, scared, depressed, dead. But like double dead.
Yeah, what is this? A double dead, yeah, I don't want to be double dead.
Yeah. So, we'll just look into all that stuff. Try to see if we can find anything that matches up. If we can't, then we try and figure it out from there.
Buttons started to close the bathroom door to the mirror that I currently saw them the first time. Buttons hasn't gone in there for at all afterwards, and Buttons has been moving the puppet around to make sure that no mirrors were in sight so I could look at it. But Aurora told me I was just sitting there and upset, so I don't think it's kind of moving around or doing anything. The puppet doesn't seem to be puppet eats like normal. Like I give all my puppets like a meat cube so they can, use it to stuff themselves back with like energy and to keep the magic flowing in them. And Buttons kind of puts them like a singular meat cube there, and they don't like me watching them. They kind of don't move when I watch them, but they move when I'm not around because I look in my construct's eyes and they shift. I hear them claw at the box for a little bit of time, but then they stay quiet. But I don't know what they're doing. I know a couple of sheets of fabric went missing a couple of days ago. I've been trying to figure out where it went, and I think I found out what it was. The construct was trying to fix itself once I started damaging it.
Maybe.
Luckily, the construct didn't attack back. It didn't give me any bad problems when I started ripping it and trying to make it stop moving. But you try to make the magic kind of run out eventually. But my constructs have been feeding it and giving it things when I'm not telling them to. But luckily, I'm probably not going to make a construct. I'm going to let all my constructs that have the protective runes on them stay with me and try and move the box back into my room. And put and make sure it's nowhere near my staff, and maybe it'll just run out on its own.
Maybe.
Hopefully that will stop the magic, but if it's... I don't know what would happen if it starts getting very desperate. I haven't seen it do anything.
Yeah, that can be a
Is afraid
danger.
to stop. I also had a really bad problem of Buttons can bite people. But they also can bite as well, so I don't know. It gets really concerning.
Might keep people that are susceptible away.
I still have the flower that you gave me with the
good.
antidote.
That's good. I still have seeds of it, but I haven't been able to get any of them to properly grow yet.
I went to Ages and planted some there, but Buttons has never gone back to Ages, so they've just been in the garden in their area. I should really go back to Ages and grab them, but I think they've probably grown by now. I know that I kept one flower. I always had it on my at my home. It's like in a plant pot.
Aegis
I always
should
keep it watered.
Aegis should have proper soil for it to grow in. They grow a lot of fey plants there. I've had struggles because I'm trying to grow things in the wasteland, and it's not really working very well.
It's understandable. Not a lot of magic goes there.
They've managed to bring back some life to it, but not enough for fey plants.
Yeah. Buttons Buttons does miss the old adventuring guild.
I miss it too.
Well, hopefully, I know that the Fae probably will overtake that land anyways, and
Oh, they already have.
Oh.
They are still mad a little bit. But
Yeah, we did was it a wild magic kind of made a flower that was not good, and it kind of spread.
And then the portal exploded, and they blame us for that.
Oh. Oh yeah, the portal exploded.
Yeah.
It got turned into a vegetable.
Yep.
My second day there.
So, they're a little bit upset, but we've managed to get them to calm down for the most part. I might be able to get new land, but they're not going to let me have people live there anymore.
that's understandable.
It's kind of a...
I know that
You can
Buttons
do what you did before,
got,
but not this again.
Ah,
So, yeah.
Buttons won't dig a hole then to rest. Buttons
Well-
have to get in and facing them.
Temporarily resting there is fine, but more like living there. I'd have to ask permission.
Buttons could never live at the Feywilds. Buttons wouldn't very last very much.
No,
If they don't really like undead.
no, they don't. Well, some of them do.
Some of them, that one
Eh,
nice person that helped
Faye,
Buttons.
they more dislike fiends. Undead, it's kind of... It depends on the court. Some courts are interested in undead, some are okay with them, and some of them really don't like them.
It's understandable. I guess it breaks the cycle because I know that Lynn didn't like me
Well,
very much. It took me a very long time to get friends with her again
Lynn is
after
kind
the
of
bite situation.
interesting.
I seen her around.
I don't think
And,
Lynn just disliked you because of undead. I think Lynn had a lot of reasons to dislike a lot of people. I think they were struggling. And it didn't help that a lot of people were kind of, problem children. That's the word I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I know a lot of the Pathfinders didn't like me and X very much, and they wanted to lock us up.
Well, a lot of them were wrong. There's a reason I don't talk to some of them. I am not going to just blindly say that all of the Pathfinders were good.
Some of them were okay, others not so much. But many were just lost.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have my Pathfinder's badge, so I always kept it.
As you should. You earned it. Some of them really only got it because they existed. But you actually earned it.
That means a lot.
Mm. There's a reason I come to visit.
Buttons is thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Babe already helped me out.
It seems like it. I'm glad you did. I'll have to thank him for it.
Yeah, Buttons first went to PL, and I still work as a courier, but things happened and Fable kind of resigned, left, so then he made this place, and Buttons kind of works 2 jobs, but Buttons may soon start to come here as a job instead of going to the Purple Lotus, but I still do mail it.
Given certain
Help her
things I am aware of, it kind of makes sense that Fable would end up not necessarily agreeing with him.
He used to be the leader of the couriers at Purple Lotus, but eventually Sachi kind of... I don't know. Sachi just... I thought he was a good friend of, but then eventually it's kind of started falling apart.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'll-
I think that's the tome.
Oh. I'll maybe talk to him about it. If anything, he might want to talk to Leaf.
Sounds like a solid plan. Oh,
Leaf knows a lot more than I do.
That is indeed fair, Tim. It's about the
It is indeed.
Ravens.
Okay, that's
Collecting Ravens.
a big library.
Well, I'm glad that it's back in here and not anywhere
Yes, we have
else.
no idea how it's got there.
Get very concerned
I
with
don't know. I
spirit.
don't know why, but I kind of
What
want to
is a
stand
spirit
here and talk
Well-
about the sick Ryan Gosling lore.
I can assume it involves a spirit and a tome.
Yes, but it's like a type of Pokemon. They're like
Oh.
magical creatures.
I heard about the Pokemon. I don't know very much about the Pokemon, besides the fact that they're magical creatures.
Yes, they're magical creatures, and there's a lot in Orlando Soccer, but sometimes
Oh.
they come here due to our connections.
Ah. I did notice the, portal.
We have a lot of keystones that connect to Misty Shores and Orlando Soccer and other locations that Fable goes and helps with deliveries and even fixing magical items if people need them.
I saw the bird.
Requesting a magical item.
That was intimidating. The bird.
Oh, yeah,
outside.
the bird is, it's very intimidating, but they're soft if you're not gonna, like, murder them or...
Well, I don't think I have that intention.
But then you should be good. Oh, there's his spirit tome. Hi, buddy. How you doing, Tome?
Oh, there he goes.
They sound very upsetty spaghetti.
That seems like it. Maybe they're hungry.
Oh. Yeah, I know that they've been trying to look for things to eat.
Ah.
Fable's been giving it, like, crystals and stuff, but it doesn't want them.
What doesn't
The
it?
only thing I can think of... Well, spiritual ghosting either wants life force or wants other things.
Ah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pick a mix. I don't know that one though.
Spirit
very much.
food is kind of interesting. I have heard of food that undead can eat, and more specifically that spirits can eat.
I still have that flesh tree that Belly made.
Oh! Right. That
I
exists.
still have the skull. I don't know where to plant it though. I haven't had the fruit from there for a while.
Probably somewhere safe. Honestly.
But this doesn't want to put it in the middle of Dallas City. I
Well,
think that would be really intimidating. Seeing
yes.
a plant that's like fleshy.
Once I have my greenhouse, if you want, you can put it in there.
Yes, please.
Okay.
But just miss the fruit. It's really good.
I'll have a special place planned out for it.
Sounds like a plan.
And I found him vomiting profusely for about a week.
That's a thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens to me a lot.
How did the spirit tome get there?
I have no idea. Maybe they jumped off,
He was
and then
quick.
maybe they jumped off and then went through the door, the entrance door.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would make sense. Or
It's like a heavy rock, so
they
be careful. of
went
it not
through the wall.
crushing you.
Oh,
I'm a smuggler, but I can't get across the galaxy, also helping the other part of my job.
Well, we cover about pretty much every type of contract. We cover
Everything it is, I'm literally putting on Higgs's tab.
treasure recovery.
Yes,
Yeah, here you
please
go.
do that.
What else we got?
You better keep out of his rock.
Getting kind of high. He's not gonna like it when I send him the tab. He's gonna be like, "Why did it eat so much?" I'm like, "Well, that's on you." Enjoy.
You know, I believe the name was.
Just make sure.
More water.
Another name.
Right, owner of the establishment.
Not species, but
Yes, that is me.
Cool. You're aware that
that's what it was.
that
I was in the library.
The upstairs area, yes.
You're referring to the.
The guardrail? Oh, we're gonna be fixing that.
Yes.
We're gonna be fixing that. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm aware
I
of
was
that.
gonna make sure that you were aware. Yeah, that wasn't fun.
There is a feather fall in place just in case, so it'll be less impactful, the sort. So you should be fine.
Yeah, no, I can tell
little
that.
cursed,
I only landed wrong on my
so I'm
ankle.
trying
but
to fix
I
that.
can tell. That's fair.
Yes.
I appreciate. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
I think the best way to put it is that he was a.
I think Spiritrum's having a Spiritrum.
Hey, Fables.
I don't know.
Hi. I have something that needs to be turned into things.
On the files.
See these mushrooms? Can you do something with these me?
There were different generations.
Alright, well, alright. You mentioned mushrooms, and I immediately see mushroom back there light up like a Christmas light.
Oh no, not those mushrooms, mushroom.
Oh, mushrooms?
Yeah, can you identify these? I'm not a. Even though my mother's a botanist, I'm not.
I think right now there's a total of 4 generations.
When did you get these?
And it's just.
Oh, the Warrens.
Difference, or no. Yeah, no, 4
That explains the different kinds of different areas being all at one place. Okay, because normally you will never find these two in the same place.
What can I say? I am good at picking things.
Well, we have some paralytic mushrooms that allow you to be able to make a paralytic poison if you want. One that would specifically, paralyze someone if it was applied to a blade or a weapon. A less harmful, essentially, way of putting someone down.
Turn someone into Stephen Hawking for a temporary period. Got it.
That's
yes, if you want to say that.
insensitive, but okay.
Oh, Jesus.
The man was a physicist and one of the greatest minds ever. He's great. He's awesome. I love Stephen Hawking.
This is still insensitive.
That's true. I apologize.
Also, technically, Fable, one could assume you could also make less harmful things with that. Like painkillers.
Yes, there is. Could make painkillers with it, could make a lot of things.
Most paralytic
this specific
things
one,
can also
sadly,
be
needs
used
to
for
be
that.
injected into the bloodstream. So that's one of the few things about it.
Tom, don't eat them. I don't want you paralyzed.
No eating it.
No.
No. Have the pie. Eat them slice by slice, please.
I do have a request for these.
the whole thing in one.
Whatever you can make with these, it would be great. Can you get? Does Scaly ever come by here?
Scaly.
I technically owe Scaly something because Scaly gave me 2 potions before I went in here that I didn't actually use, but they did ask me to give them something in return when I went down there. So.
Does that
2
mean
mushroom
if
things.
I ate like mushrooms, does that mean I can grow mushrooms on myself?
I do need some,
Maybe.
actually.
Oh, okay.
Did you know
That's fine.
that mushrooms are actually more closely related to animals than humans? Or to animals than plants?
I did not know
True
that.
fact.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure Scaly could
mushroom
utilize
fat.
the other mushrooms for their own
Mushroom fat.
purposes to make it. Can you make it into something that I could give to them? Or can you give it to them?
It's
You
true.
just give it to them.
I can give it to them, and I can buy them.
Let's
off
use that
you,
as an example.
If that would work.
Because there's a lot of other things it can be used for.
But do you want these specific ones? Do you want them to be made into painkillers? Do you want them to be made into something that you can paralyze someone to restrain someone unless they break the law because you're a detective? Like...
No, I want to give all of this to Scaly because this is stuff I picked. I technically owe them.
To Scaly.
Make it into whatever you need to. The Devil's Root you could take and pay me. I could give the money later to Scaly. But that stuff, could you make it into something and just deliver it to Scaly? Because technically it's a trade. Because they gave me they gave me some weird potions. They gave me a potion that literally allows me to eat metal, and then that heals me. And then they also gave me a potion to where I can touch bones and they dissolve into my body. I didn't use them.
Oh.
Those are both terrifying. And damn it, Scaly.
That's really cool.
Well, there's a reason. I only took them with me as a last resort if I absolutely was about to die and be crushed by giants, so that way I could eat metal and then survive and piss blood for like 24 hours.
The top right, if you can get me a bag.
Okay, yeah. I can go grab that.
Yes, thank you.
Today's been an interesting day. I've been dealing with a lot.
I'm just gonna sit
People
down.
wanting strange things.
I'm just gonna sit down.
To be fair, I also have
There's a
because I'm gonna
couch or a chair there or anywhere you would like.
No,
to
you know, the floor seems fine.
at some point. Well, not
My
Luke,
floor.
but you,
Thank you.
you remember Yars, right? I'm gonna have to turn into
Yes,
one of
over
him.
yours. What?
I'll explain later.
Okay. Well,
what?
It's the same shit, different day. I have to go to another
you put
universe
these out
to wring someone's neck in order for them to give me information.
You know where to put them.
Either I barter, beg, or steal, or I beat the crap out of them to get information. It's the same old story.
None of those
don't
things sound
steal.
legal.
Don't beat the crap out of people, please.
In fact, all of those things
I know we live in
sound
Saphira.
illegal.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's hard to tell when you're kidding.
Well, I am wearing a mask. I'm sorry.
Well, also,
Trust
you're...
me, his last name really throws people off and makes them kind of look
Oh, sorry. Pardon me.
very
Nice to meet you.
bad.
Have we met before?
No,
Definitely not.
Nice to meet you.
I don't shake hands. I lived in a fey
Okay.
forest.
Oh, fair point, fair point. My name is Garfield, Garfield Garfield, and I'm a detective.
Thank you.
Terrorist.
You're welcome.
And that's your last name.
Last name.
No,
Yeah.
Garfield is my last name. Because my name is Garfield, Garfield, and I'm a detective. Terrorist.
So
I thought
why
Terrorist
is
was your last name?
why is terrorist part of your
Why you
title?
Sparky?
Well, terrorist is my middle name. Because I'm a detective. Terrorist.
I used to do the same.
You should be very careful about that.
Well, everyone has told me that, but it seems like everyone's totally fine with it at this point. Like,
No,
for instance,
I-
my mother, she's a botanist. Terrorist. Sometimes known as an eco. Terrorist.
And then I fell to the floor, and I was
More what I mean is there are definitely people who will arrest you for that.
Oh yeah, don't do that then.
Don't worry, I'm a detective. They usually don't arrest detectives.
No, they absolutely do.
I have a license and everything. See? Just pulls out a card, shows his license. Detective. ... Terrorist.
Make it artificially.
Would you look around?
Yeah, I was so confused at how it got approved in Saphira, but it did.
Because it's Saphira, that's
But it's
how.
actually a part of his name.
There would be no blood.
No, I actually
I'm not sure how
I actually
fly
have
little-
I actually have licenses in Orlando, Saka, and other realms as well.
From the stitches.
I'm
And I bought a
surprised about
spaceship.
Sokka.
A blood fountain for a brief
I am
second.
surprised about that one.
Yeah.
Well, okay, technically that's freelancer, but
I'm gonna look around. I'm mostly catering to Popeyes. So if you have to get back to the
You're
laboratory.
like the nerd. You're like the nerd stuff. Go in the library.
My blood is not
There's a
I
library. Go,
only
go.
have, you only have something.
Okay.
What even?
No, can't relate. Don't drink blood.
What even?
Okay.
I'm gonna
I don't
go
know
in.
that.
I'm gonna look in the back area.
I don't
and
know
then
how
I'm gonna
that
go back to my
works.
laboratory. 'cause I need
this is
to
a
do
weird
something.
question. But how does it
Well, it's good
feel
to see
having a
you.
tail? Because I might have one soon. It's gonna be kind of
Here's
weird.
the thing. Do vampires
What?
like test the
Okay.
blood before they drink it? Like,
I need
no,
to-
you have a
okay,
disease.
So
No,
for
no.
me, it was naturally born that way. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really affect me as much as it would. But for you, since it's going to be a new limb,
I understand how you
I'll give
feel
you that.
so much now when you are running the guild.
It's gonna be weird.
Talk to someone.
I understand it so
someone who's
much.
had, not a tail and then a tail.
So much.
There's people that do have
This
tails
is worse than the
that count.
tavern. This is worse than the guild.
Spicy blood.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with this every day.
Anyway,
Is it just
anyway, I
spicy food?
appreciate
It's
that,
supposed to be a
Fable.
defense mechanism not to eat it, but
By the way,
even more spicy.
I don't.
Would
I
that-
could you
would that mean
these
spicier blood
glasses
just
that I
poison the
obtained
blood
at the
to make it
at
more
a
spicy?
market? Could you look at these for me? I used them a little bit already, but I don't understand them. I used them a little bit. That kind of make me understand, but I might need a little bit of lessons on how to use them.
Spicy
Well, I'm
Kool-Aid.
not really good when it comes to magical items specifically. I'm more of like the kind of just understanding them and
Catch you later, Fable.
like the history. Gotcha. But Dylan can definitely help you with this. If you could find Dylan, she'll definitely be able to identify for you and be able to figure out what
Are
it
they
does.
here?
Yes, she is here. She's most likely in the
But it's just
library
filtered blood.
because
Gotcha.
that is her place, and 80% of the books that she's collected are all the public ones are all in there.
Sounds really weird.
I will also ask you, like, how you've been in the Warrens a lot lately.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, because you went
When
to,
we were
like,
down
drinking
there, we
underneath the
saw
snow to milking
some
people. I got
weird
really
stuff. I mean, obviously the ashen and stuff like that. But there was
milk.
one in particular that I felt kind of bad because Sonny kind of killed it by slitting its throat.
Filtered blood.
But it became ash as well. But
Just
I
add some
actually
blood. It looks like Charbet milk. Ooh,
have
Charbet
it
milk.
in a
Taste the
bag.
blood.
Oh,
Oh.
Could you look at that for me and see if you see anything that's... I don't know anything about magic. The glasses didn't see anything. Can you see anything? Or establish anything? Or see anything? No.
It gets very potent.
I hope leave comes
It
soon.
was like a tiny little doll thing.
It's kind of like if we were to cut your
I
wrist right now.
It also called out
Ashen.
Sonny's name.
No, please.
Ash
No,
here.
thanks. We'll just cloth
But they're not
nails,
supposed
I'll
to
give
do
one of
that?
those, like hair clips that is.
I'm not sure if it's a bad thing or a good thing. All I know is we never did that yet
Falls off with the clip.
Oh.
because we don't know. But you said doll specifically.
Yeah, it looked kind of like... I don't know if you've ever played a
Can you give me a
video game
description?
before. Have you ever played Super Mario RPG? It kind of looked like one of those, like that
Pokemon
Geno
sure
doll,
like it,
but not
right?
exactly, but it was like purple instead, with like swirly green eyes and purple.
That's Fable.
Did it have anything?
No, a purple robe over its head, like almost like a cloak.
That's Fable.
I think you have a customer.
You hungry?
I have a video of it.
Tom is hungry.
Would you want to see the video?
Hunger.
Sure, show me. It's time
Okay,
to sound like something.
Okay, you got a comms in the Dragon Spire, I'm assuming, right? Here, I'll just...
No.
There you go.
No, Quill's not gonna accept it.
Hi, Patty.
Gord's not accepting
saving
it.
But
Quill's not accepting it. Cord has
crumbled
accepted
in
it.
ash, which I think it is ashen, but I don't really know.
Is Dylan still around?
Yeah. Library. Most likely.
Hey, are you okay?
Books.
What?
Knowledge.
What you found was an old memory. And it makes sense of why they were all beating on it.
I do remember one thing from the
That's-
glasses. There was like a curse involved, but I don't really deal with curses that much.
Serious stuff.
But it
That wasn't me.
specifically called out... Wait, what?
The small doll
That
that
explains
you
why-
saw, that was me when I was younger. Child, almost.
Okay, now I really feel bad about Sonny. Well, that's shitty.
It's a memory and it's an ashen, which means it's not real. It's just a replication of fear. And it was an old memory.
You.
There's two people looking for you.
Technically me, but also I think I might have caused some bad stuff. I'm sorry.
You're good. I knew eventually something like this would appear when it
Didn't-
comes to the Warrens.
To completely derail this, I actually need to talk to you.
Good, because I know that these two need to talk to her. So,
What did I do
I
now?
will
What did
pull
I
you
do?
aside.
Oh, I just
so-
needed
He
you to
needs
look at
help
these glasses.
identifications.
Okay.
No. Even though that does sound entertaining to try.
Gludrick needs to talk to you tonight.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And yeah. It's probably about it. It's not the thing that we mentioned when
Yep,
we were talking
Cord
about
already
earlier.
knows.
It's probably a different thing, and
Cord immediately knew what it was when Kleptus told her.
Okay, got it. If
oh,
you
there
would
he is.
like, you can take over.
Give me one
Yeah, if
second.
you'd like, it's up to you.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
He's gonna.
You would like, we can head to the portal room.
Who's talking
Okay.
first?
Somewhere a little bit more
I will
comforting.
wait here until I can talk with you.
What's up?
I can talk with you.
Move like a puppet.
He's gonna go talk to Quill.
Oh, okay.
I told him that he.
Laura, if you need anyone to rotate with you, just hi. If you need anyone to rotate with you, just say it in comms, okay?
How long are we still open for?
We'll be open for. Let's check real quick. We'll open for another hour.
Hey.
the world is this?
A little more calming out here. So,
First of all, are you okay? Speaking from like a serious,
stressed.
more calmer standpoint. Because
Um,
that seemed distressing.
it was. In short, Quill, I wasn't treated very nicely when I was in the cathedral.
Ah,
There was some individuals that did not care if I was a doll or a person. And that left a deep scar. An old one. And I thought it was buried. And I thought I dealt with it, but the Warrens, it is connected to both myself and Higgs, which these Ashen we were referring to when we go down to the dungeons and delve as far as we can into the Warrens. We see these things called Ashen. They are recreations of our intrusive thoughts and negative outlooks on either people or things, it seems. Now that it's more than just people, it seems to be that it is, or took a fragment of a memory.
things like that don't go away by burying them. I
just thought I'd
trust me. I know. I didn't. I was a construct before too, and I had some things happen to me. Not to mention the weird fragmented memories of me, but not me, which are interesting.
I can understand that a fair bit, honestly, Quill.
The me, but not me.
Yeah. People have been saying things and it's been getting me a little confused.
Ah. Well, if you ever need someone to talk to about it, you can always, phone number. I'm not very good with the phone, though.
Very useful.
I'm a lot better with sending stones.
That's fine.
But I'm trying to,
I also know...
modern.
Where you're currently staying when it comes to, the new village.
I go between there and the Misty Shore.
Oh, you're at the Misty Shore as well?
Yes.
Oh, it's lovely to know. Well, to let you know, the Misty Shore is a sponsor of ours.
That's
for the
actually
Vocarium as well.
how I got here. I try not to go to Zephyra too often. It's kind of...
That's why there's a barrier in front of the door.
dangerous for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you already know.
Not entirely, but I understand some of the difficulties. Definitely, that's why I have this demi plane connected within the Vocarium, allowing people to be okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Do you need a hug? I'm good at those.
I wouldn't mind it, per se. It's been rough.
It sounds like it. I heard about the Purple Lotus from Buttons.
No trust, Sachi. That's what I will tell you.
That's good.
Truly, trust.
I have an interesting relationship with Sachi. I trust him, but to a degree. I think he's different than he was before, at least. What with everything he's doing for the wasteland and everything. Leaf's dad doesn't.
Well, it's less actually him. It's more Lynn than anything. More me, Lynn, Alibi, and yeah, it's actually just us on the council, specifically for Belloom. We're trying to have it so it's seen as its own. So it's not connected to Saphira, so we can't be involved with the council meetings and stuff like that.
I see.
Get them out of the politics of it.
That's a
Problem
good
is
idea.
Sachi has a different plan in mind, and I understand why he is doing it now. He wants another seat filled out in the council seating, so he has more sway. So he's
So it's a
trying to. He's trying to cultivate Lynn to be more like him.
I mean, that makes sense because of the teacher part. I wouldn't say I necessarily like it.
Well, speaking from experience of being taught from him a lot of stuff, out of all the people I have learnt and known, he's probably as corrupt as you can get when it comes to his goals. Well,
Maybe
it's more
Leaf
of
isn't
like
too far
he's
off.
willing to sacrifice anything. That's the thing. It's less that he doesn't care, more that he will sacrifice anything to achieve his goal, which is to... well, not many people actually figured this out or known this, but it's very obvious when you actually start to see it with each war that has happened, with each entity that's been dealt with. Cool, by chance, did you hear about an outbreak that happened in Severa?
I saw some of it on the news.
He was taken away at one point. I just got told something in comms. One moment. She's not old enough to buy a witch broom. So, no, she cannot use it as a paintbrush or buy it. Also, I don't think she has that kind of money. 11-year-old kid trying to buy a broom for a paintbrush.
It sounds like
Back on topic.
things an 11-year-old would do.
Things are wild and crazy. Always around me. It seems to be like I'm a magnet for being so lawful in a lot of regards that all the chaos follows me. Almost.
No, I think that's just everywhere. I think most people just don't realize it because they're very chaotic themselves.
I've been loosening up a bit myself just to do stuff of the sorts.
I guess the reason why I see Quill myself as sort of okay, not really, is because the only people I've really had to rely on in these past couple of months, almost actually years now, has been all people that have just been constantly in wars that I've fought with. Getting so caught up in
Mabel,
trying
aren't
to
you
fight,
pretty young?
I guess.
I mean, from a actual
Construct point of view, yeah. I'm very young. But I also don't know how much time I have, so I'm treating every day like it's my last. Or, more importantly, treating every day that it's more important to me than anything else. Trying to make every single day count. Trying to make every single action count.
a lot of pressure you're putting on yourself.
It might be, but it's the only way to get things done.
It's really
Actually done, sorted.
yes, that is a way to get things done quickly. But speaking as a construct, you have time. And you will have time. And eventually that time will run out, but you're not measured by how much you do.
It just kind of feels that way.
I can imagine if you've grown up in wars. It kind of sounds like you've had to mature a lot quicker than most people do.
I had to, otherwise people would die. Or people wouldn't listen, or people would think my words of less. I had to grow up, because that's what everyone was just constantly repeating.
Ruben, thank you for the subby.
So I matured at a higher rate, and I got as much combat experience as possible just to keep promises and my oaths. And my just existence has caused the ending of one war to begin another, and then an ending of another.
That's not your existence. Wars happen regardless of any one person. No one single
I'm the
person
reason why the
can cause one. It takes two sides.
I know that I'm not the sole reason. I know that I'm not the complete
I think
of.
you know that logically. And maybe I'm overstepping my boundaries, but it sounds like you think that logically. You know that. But emotionally, maybe not.
Maybe.
Never really thought about it like that.
I can't imagine you did.
I made the Wicarium so I could breathe, and so I could give people and share some of the load that has been crushing me. And it's been one of the only major selfish things I have done for myself. And it feels right, but also wrong. I want to give people here chances that they would never be able to have anywhere else. I want to give chances. I want to let people repent or let them redeem, or I want people to just flourish and be able to grow, but not like how I did. The cathedral was okay. There was some bad things. They definitely hurt. But it definitely wasn't safe. The Lotus kept hurting me over and over again and repeating that they're family. They're not. The people who want to believe that they're family. Because family is willing to shoot you in the chest 6 times just for a punishment. I don't know what it is.
That's not a family. Family doesn't do that.
I couldn't trust anywhere. I got close with Misty Shores, and I'm friends with everyone there, but it's not. It doesn't feel right to try and, I guess, open myself to them fully, that is, because every single time I've been there, it has always been almost like a war council each time I'm called, or I guess the only time I really do go to Misty is just to sit on the little shoreline or somewhere to try and relax, but it feels like short breaths. Or a city. It's good, it's great. It's not right for me. Like, I've gone to all these planes, all these places, traveled the world to just find a place that could feel safe. So, because I couldn't find one, I made one.
Do you feel?
But the selfish part was it wasn't for myself.
That's the opposite of selfish. That's selfless.
I guess I'm just very selfless. The only selfish part about it, I guess, was just I put it all together.
No. I made Pathfinders for selfish reasons. I made it because I wanted to adventure, but I never could. I wanted to make adventure happen again. I wanted what I didn't have anymore. Ooh.
Hello,
Hi,
how are
Georgie.
you?
I'm doing well.
Hello. Stop being depressed. Stop being
I'm
depressed.
just.
Stop being...
Georgie. I'm just having some talks, some well-needed ones.
Why is everyone always depressed when I fucking come somewhere? God damn it. Being sad. Just be happy. That easy.
I'm not ticklish.
Oh.
Georgie, one of the people that I've had to help.
I kind of assumed you knew them.
A lot of people will run up to me, sprinting, jump on me. So I'm just kind of used to it at this point.
Hmm. How about at some point, you come to I guess my current main residence. My shop in the wastelands. I can give you
Yeah.
tea, and you can just do nothing for a little bit. I could tell you some stories.
I don't know why they hit so hard.
I promise I'm pretty good at them.
Thank you.
Just.
I don't know what it was. It's just you saying you can do nothing.
You're allowed to. It just.
Thank you for the radiance, Peter.
I hate crying. Tears are not my thing.
I also don't like it too much.
I don't like it when I fully cry either. When I fully cry, things get weird.
Oh, when I fully cry, I lose mana.
When I fully cry, my eyes water into ectoplasm. It is weird.
Oh, that's fun. Want to see something
I not.
more lighthearted?
I would like that. Honestly.
Oh no, it's not on the model. He's gonna see the words in the book slowly, like, shift and form. And then they turn into a little butterfly.
Oh, wow. Can I really need it there?
I can make it look like anything. Well, anything that I can remember. The words can either translate themselves into words people can read, or languages people can read, or pictures. I just recently learned this part, the making 3D things. He's gonna put his hand over it, and then when it comes back up, it's like a little baby quill.
Huh. It's been ages. It's really nice.
Now it's Fable.
Hmm.
It's pretty good for storytelling, at least.
Well, I would name myself after stories, so yeah. I enjoy it a lot.
May I approach? I don't want to interrupt.
What's up?
No, I just wanted to stop by and say sorry.
It's right. You guys didn't know.
I'm assuming you don't want.
Yeah, drive by smooch.
Oh.
I'm assuming you don't want anyone else to know about that, or.
I would prefer to keep it on the down low, but you can tell Higgs about it because it means memories can appear.
Oh, perfect timing. I'll just let him tell you it because he knows everything.
I can wait. We can, if y'all are having a talk, I can skip.
TLDR, it's. I think maybe it might be the fact of my bindings being down there, but apparently they spotted and found a very young version of myself, but a very specific kind.
Oh, it did double read. What? How weird.
Trauma, fear, something that was suppressed.
Makes sense. Surprised none of us have seen Flynn down there yet, or an ashen version of him.
I already did.
Oh, yeah, right.
Sanctum.
Is this only based off of your? I have to ask specifically because this is only based off of your memories, or I won't lie, I have
Both
some.
of ours.
Okay. No offense, thank God, because I have some shit.
No, the keep doesn't reach in and grab any of yours.
Okay,
it's just us because we're
It's just ours.
We're connected directly to the keep, and therefore we have to manage
people going down to the Warrens,
etc. A lot of things.
The people
Speaking
who were
of, by the
involved in
way,
that.
I don't know what rock you gave me, but there's something fucky going on.
Oh, it's a Pokemon. Congratulations. You have a Pokemon.
Why would there be a Pokemon? Why would that? Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Spirit Tomb, and also the fact there's only one other thing I can think of, the reason why it appeared, and I was given it. It appeared because something between Dragonspire and Orlando Saka is connected. Therefore, that's the reason why it appeared.
I guess it makes sense, maybe, but weird.
Oh yeah, by the way, you have a bill.
Why?
You decided to eat a lot of food here. It's your responsibility.
Okay,
like my level of eating or a different level of eating?
Your level of eating. It ate a lot of stuff.
Oh shit, 30,000 calories? I'm sorry, Higgs.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm guessing the other people who were involved on that mission shouldn't know either. Just let them be ignorant.
Yeah.
Understood.
Sorry, me and Higgs, very alike.
I see.
Yeah, we don't get a break.
Anyways, I did have an actual business thing to talk to you about.
Oh, well.
Aside from catching up.
I'm here to listen.
There's a lot of ingredient. Hi.
Yes.
Are we closing up soon?
In half an hour, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check and all that. We'll let you go back to conversation. Don't forget your talk with Lujic.
Okay.
I will,
Yeah, I
I
won't
will be
forget.
there for that. I will be there for that.
All right, sweet.
I will remind you.
Thank you, honey.
I didn't know you had a girlfriend. That's new.
Dylan.
Where is it?
So, remember Dylan from Cathedral? Was
No.
part of Aegis? Was the wizard?
No.
Okay, so
I have
she was the
only
only
recently
barrier mage
been back at
there,
the cathedral.
and me and her did a lot of missions together and spent a lot of time together. She was one of the other people that actually listened when I was like that. And so I spent so much time with her that I obviously fell in love with her, and
Oh.
This is very recent. Just
I
very,
just
very
figured that
recent. Just
part
to be
out.
clear, very recent. Very recent. She also lost her arm very recently. I guess it's like my one thing of like wanting to settle, but also wanting to have someone. So, but I also knew of, you know.
Sorry, I have to recenter
Just the
myself.
fact I was taught about it.
I've been alive for
taught
thousands of years, and I've never had a.
As I
Okay,
said,
I'm fine.
living my day every time, you know, like it's my last. She has the similar mentality that we get into so
Again,
much stuff.
concerning
that we
mentality,
don't really,
but
no.
I'm glad it. Oh.
What the? What the? Oh, that's why.
I won't
Continue. Ignore me.
I won't look.
Well, look. All right. Let me. But yes, we got together, and when we were still in Aegis together, and she's been by my side, and I've been by her side for a long ass time now. It feels like forever,
I'm
almost. All right, all good.
I'm really bad at romance.
You can turn back around now.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been through thick and thin together.
Am I? Or am I unlucky? I don't know.
But we've also just been through a lot in general.
That can bring people together.
Yeah. Well.
Either way.
We've already gone through the worst of it.
The business part.
Yes, business. Before I start asking about other things, business.
There's ingredients that I don't have access to anymore. Most of them are regional to the Whispering Wood, but I just can't really grow them, I guess, anymore. And some of them are regional to entirely other areas that I used to have access to hundreds of years ago, maybe. Because I had adventurers, and adventurers would bring them to me. But I don't have those anymore because adventurers can't bring them to me, and they're too dangerous of areas for me to go to because I'm squishy.
Ern is going to work in your kitchen because he's in crippling debt.
Yeah, makes sense. He's
watching people suffer brings me joy.
Yeah, his finances aren't doing too hot. He's up pointing at me. Alright, Georgie, enough making fun of him. He already has enough on his plate. He deals with the Spire, and I deal with Lucarian. We both got our hands full.
It's his problem. Shouldn't have started it. This is why you don't invest in skunks. It's simply a lack of skill.
Okay, before more chaos happens,
Yes.
is this a
I can
possibility?
get you the resources depending. Yes, it is. Because of that. Specifically, because of
Okay.
that, it is.
And
How's it going, Pat?
I can either return that in money, or I can return that in giving you parts of the things that I make from it.
Both would be good depending on what you end up doing and making. Because we
well-
also have a large quantity of stuff here. I am going to be setting up more potion making stuff of the sorts in the craftsmanship room that we have. But also,
as far as what I make,
so
I
supplies like that will be useful.
generally speaking, make things like teas. Well, magical teas. I don't know if you've ever had any of them. You haven't.
No, I have.
You have?
I have.
Did you?
Yes. Yes, when things were delivered to the cathedral.
Ah, yes.
I had some of that.
That was the time. I make magical teas. I can make ointments. I can make some potions. I could probably make more if I actually research into it more, given mana capacity.
I'm sure there's stuff in the library for that. I tried my best to organize it.
Mana.
It was a nightmare. Oh.
But yeah.
Organizing it.
I can also technically provide mana, but like, not like mana potions, like pure, raw mana.
Yeah, because you've got a crazy connection to that weave, to the point where you're literally...
Yes. We'll go with that.
That's
we'll
the simple answer.
That's the
We'll
simple
go with
answer.
That. Let me put it this way. You're generating more than what's behind you above.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Actually, there is one thing I've been wanting to do out here specifically, which might actually be beneficial for both me and you, if you're down for it. I have been wanting to set up a small spot out here that's like almost like a greenhouse mixed with like sort of like a small little tea place, like brewery of the sorts.
That could work
If
for
you'd
now.
like, I could set that up so that way you can keep some of the ingredients that require planes to be connected or require certain atmospheres to keep, at a nice pace. They can be preserved here.
Never used ingredients from other planes. I could probably come up with a lot of things. Really, honestly, most materials that are given to me, I can figure out something with.
There's one tea specifically we have imported from Isadel that is here, actually. And that is ice flower tea. Or snowflower tea, sorry. And it is delicious to a whole new degree. It is minty, sweet, and overall just really soothing. It's really nice. I think you would like it, honestly.
Probably.
But we
I like
are
most teas.
trying to get importation of a lot of different things, but obviously the Vicarium is acquisitions and magic, so we have a lot of magic involved with us, and the acquisition part's more of my thing of getting adventurers together or couriers, right, and sending them out together as a group while partnering with a large majority of other groups. The one thing about the Vicarium that I enjoy the most is we're a group that supports other groups. Like, for instance, if the Misty Shores needed couriers to go collect an item and bring it back safely, they can. They could just ask. And we'll set up a deal, do that, and it'll be good. We do a lot of that sort of work. Obviously, I've been keeping a very sharp eye on certain, how to put it, untasteful individuals who have tried to make commissions here. I recently had someone submit a commission of trying to make an equivalent of a gas, toxic gas.
Yeah, that's against a lot of laws.
Yeah, a lot of morals.
But also is
well,
horrible.
on top of that.
Just kind
Yes,
of horrible.
they wanted to make it. They wanted to make it out of unseelie spores specifically.
Yep, that's horrible, and could have very large ramifications on
it was immediately
ecosystems.
Declined, and I also told the court that they are nearby too, as well.
That's a
so.
Yeah. Honestly, if you ever need advice or counseling regarding that type of stuff, I'm always available.
I would really appreciate it, honestly. There's some people that really make me question reality and question my own morals to the point where I go, okay, I have a lot of these moments where some people ask me some really awful things, and I sit there and blink for a couple of times and just think, I can't be the only person that thinks this is incredibly wrong and genocidal of nature, right? Like,
no, you're not.
I have a lot of those moments. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, Quill.
There's
that come
a
by
reason
that say some
I'm
things that are
having
so
trouble
nice.
as a adventurer. I have a lot of trouble
Well,
fighting things.
cool. I can offer you two things with what you've asked for. Two things. I can offer you to being a sponsor, which allows you to be able to put up missions for acquisition, specifically any goods or items, sorts. That could be like if there's a rare material that's specifically like a type of herb or tea you want to get grown. My couriers will obviously be there to go out and go to collect it. And I will pick either one or two outsiders if need be, or I'll just send the couriers alone. Because the couriers can handle themselves too. We have security. I will say this, not a lot of us, or majority, not a lot of my staff members are very strong. Like, large majority of us are just supports. Like Knight over there, the one's being hugged by Patty, the one with the yellow hair. She's one of my staff members, and she's a familiar, but she has a knacked ability, it seems, that she can mimic other people's magic. When she sees it, she can try and replicate it, but she hasn't been able to replicate anything that seems to be hostile in nature or dangerous.
Okay.
By the way, did you know Quill didn't know about us because of like everything that's happened?
Well, I don't know a lot of things. I've been gone for what is, to me, 10 years.
A lot of people probably don't even know still, but
You know.
Higgs is having a mental breakdown in the bar area. Apparently, he's like 2.1
is it because of the bill?
million credits in debt.
That's a lot.
You haven't even sent him the bill to the Wicarium or anything he owes you yet. So, oh, there he goes. Get the motherfucker.
Don't break me. Fuck you, train bitch! I'm going home.
He's so mad. Oh god.
He better not punch the portal. If he punches the portal,
He punches the portal, he's gonna get banished. They warn him ahead of time. Warn him ahead of time. He already
Well,
knows he's
that's
gonna
all
be
I needed to
forgetting
talk to you about.
Okay, yeah, the two things I can offer you is a sponsorship, or if you would like, you could have a partnered job here, which would be obviously to making teas and breweries of the sorts.
Oh.
There's a flurry near me. Flurry, show yourself.
Also, say hello to Quill. I think you'll really like Quill.
Hi.
This is Flurry. Flurry has been one of my greatest friends I've made along the way. They are not normally humanoid. They are normally a lot smaller, right about like this. Like that small.
2 feet tall.
Like 2 feet tall.
Exactly.
I will deal with him more or less plot-wise. I'm gonna get it out of his system first. Flurry is my tailor. If you need something tailor-made of the sorts, or if you would like magical clothing or something of the sorts, just ask Flurry. She'll be able to help you out.
I'm worried
Okay,
Hayes is gonna end up hurting himself.
I actually make
casted
most of
calm
my clothes
emotions
myself,
on him.
which might actually be obvious. Some of my stitch work
Mhm.
isn't the best.
Well, she can help refine or fix or anything of the sorts, so she could also give you some enchanted clothes if you would like. She's very talented. Actually,
No.
Flurry, if you would like,
Yes.
you are talented. First of all. Second, could you show Quill specifically where you work? I'm actually comfortable with
I
Quill
could do
walking
that,
around in the staff areas, so you can show them around. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that now. Right now.
Think about my offer. So either sponsor or partnered.
He's
Look.
not screaming anymore, but he's depressed.
You should go talk to him.
All right, I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with
he's
I'll give him happy magic, but I don't know if he'd like that. Alright, follow me. I'll take you to the
Happy magic?
And then go home.
I'm gonna give him a hug because he needs
Happy
it.
magic?
Oh yeah, I have a special ability that's known as happy magic.
Oh.
It's weird. I was
sounds
I was
nice.
born with it. It's weird. I don't
Well, it
understand
sounds
it
nice.
fully. Yeah, it sounds nice, but a lot of people don't like magic influencing their emotions, usually, so I
Well,
don't use it much.
without consent, that would not be nice, but with consent, it sounds very nice.
I never do it without consent, but even then, you know, they're still just like, no, no, don't want to touch it. Sway. Oh,
Someone's having a bad
goes
time.
me.
I hope they're not having a bad trip.
You know what? I believe in them.
I'm ready to learn everything. I'm going to the library.
Oh.
He's good, dear. Oh, yeah, you're still good. They're walking. You were still good.
Through this door. This part always weirded me out. We go straight from all this wood to
A lot of
suddenly
metal. I was gonna say, this is not very Fae-friendly. Which surprises me from Fable.
I think
It's a good thing I'm not Fae.
I think it's all safe metals. But it's like the aesthetic or the appearance is suddenly it's
Very different.
It's like you went through a different world. I work in this room over here, and so do a few other people. I
Oh.
like this room a lot.
That's very
Favorite
nice.
room.
But also another very large aesthetic change. But like, only from that
What
room.
can I do for you?
That room is very weird compared to the other rooms. Aesthetically speaking.
I was Fable about it. I don't know why you decided that. We have a lot of different stuff set up here. I work in this little corner over here.
That makes sense.
And the tailoring station. I'm assuming that's for like,
Foraging?
that is all, yeah, like blacksmithing and stuff.
Hmm.
Looks like foods and other things, drinks possibly. I usually don't touch the other stuff because I don't know what they do.
That's a good
But
plan.
yes, we still have a lot of space for future stuff as well.
Because Glybate's any metal.
We'll
Not just non-ferrous.
get more when the work Workarium gets more work. I already been doing a lot of work. A lot of people like enchanted clothes.
That makes
Especially when
sense.
it comes to resistance enchantments. I was working on a leather jacket because I'm getting myself a motorcycle.
Ooh.
And I wanted to wear a leather jacket. I'm going with the stereotype.
Nice.
This is all for now. If you want to head back out,
Sure.
you can.
I do some crafting myself. Just mostly more here and there.
I grew up knowing how to tailor because my papa was also a tailor. Taught me everything I know.
Oh. My creator was an inventor.
Oh.
He made constructs. And me.
That sounds really cool. Oh, you're a construct?
Well,
Or like something like that?
I used to be. Now I'm fleshy.
Oh.
Some parts stayed. I don't think I'm human. I mean, I guess I really can't be.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to be human. Cool.
At least what I am is mostly helpful. Whatever I am. I've deemed at this point
Well, as long
the
as you're happy.
best I can maybe assume I am is an arcane homunculus. Because I'm magic. And probably a homunculus? By most standard terms.
Oh.
Artificial.
Well, whatever it is, as long as you're happy with who you are, that's all that matters, right?
Working on that part.
Cool.
Made a lot of progress.
Well.
I'd say I'm like 80% happy.
80%? There was a percentage. I didn't know that.
I mean, it varies.
'Cause
Today I'm 80% happy.
Because of my magic, sometimes I can't help but be happy. Most of the time. But I'm okay with that. Some people find it weird, but I'm used to it.
Well, that makes sense. Honestly, it sounds kind of nice.
It is nice sometimes. Only when like I feel like I should be sad but can't be sad, that's when I'm like,
Yeah.
it's weird.
I can see it being nice and then sometimes a
I'm
little
getting
bit not
better.
nice.
I am getting better at controlling it though. Slowly.
Good.
But it's been a little bit difficult since I changed my form for a little while. Ugh.
I used to not be able to do any magic at all. Now I can do a little bit. Even though I could technically do a lot of it. All of my blood and everything is mana. But like,
Whoa.
raw mana. Not, it's mana but filtered to its purest form, I guess. Which means it's very potent. So I can cast a lot of magic. I just don't know a lot of magic, so I can't do that much.
Learning spells and other ways to perform magic can be difficult. I was lucky enough to be taught all my enchantments at a very young age.
I wish I
Having
would
a
have.
teacher can help a lot.
I want to eventually. Or really, I want to have a lot of
Aw.
different teachers.
I hope you find some then. If you want to learn some stuff about my enchantments or tailoring, I'm happy to teach you.
That would be nice.
Woohoo! Blueberry's still upset.
Okay. 4-minute warning. We're closing in about 4 minutes. If you guys want to start heading towards the exit. Hello, mushroom.
Close up time.
Mm.
How you doing?
Really, though, I'd like to learn about anything. And everything.
Oh, I'm sure you'll learn a lot here, because there's lots of types of people here with different
I think it'd
types
be
of
safer if you
magic.
take a portal to wherever you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, because they're fey, and I'm not gonna throw them into a
here,
metal
come on.
city.
Let's get your stuff from the front counter. Oh, sorry, excuse me.
I don't know if it's holy.
Oh yeah, can we have mushrooms things, please?
I'll take my stuff too. Here's a ticket.
Oh,
You need your stuff?
All right.
No, I'm just waiting so I can say goodbye to you.
Okay, put the wine away.
Okay.
You can drink that later. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Have a good one.
They took all their mushrooms, I think, before coming in.
Yeah, they also gave one other person drugs, and then I realized I could have been used as a drug type thing if I ate them and then grew them, and I don't want to be stolen just to become a drug factory.
Don't eat the Fae. You'll die. No.
Will I die? Will I die?
Probably.
Not necessarily. Holy things, very much yes. But
yeah, holy
the
things
Fae,
are
not
fine,
necessarily. You could get cursed, though.
But wouldn't Fae? But isn't Fae like against undead or something?
Not
maybe-
necessarily. There's certain folklore and certain sectors of Fae who dislike undead, but there's also certain sectors who really like undead. And weirdly, a lot of Fae who like to date undead.
Oh. I'm so sick of love. I'm so sick of love. Love ruins everything.
Oh.
Well, I love you. And you're great.
I need just to be buttons.
What?
Why you do this to me? No, love is just it's like my mom and dad. It's a weird love triangle. And I'm getting really angry.
I had a connection, but it didn't work out. So Buttons probably will never find anyone because Buttons is really bad.
You know what?
Look,
we can
but
be like
if
that
you
together,
wanna
Buttons.
No, if you want to find somebody, you find somebody. And you too. If you want somebody, then you get somebody. But love is stupid and I'll never find somebody.
I don't want to, poison
okay,
them
Mom.
or bite them
I'll catch you in a
unintentionally.
bit. A hug? Okay. No, no hug. No hug. Yeah, okay.
I'm just
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
I'm going down the hallway. Oh my god. Yeah,
I'll be there in a second.
I'm going down the hallway.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm going.
I'll see you soon.
Alright, I need to make sure everyone's out.
Everyone's still in the portal room.
I think I saw someone go into the library.
Alright. Oh, well, we'll double check.
Mwah. Forehead smooch. Just for you. Okay, I'll see you later.
See you later.
Oh, we're outside.
I'm just gonna put it right here. That's something for me.
We do have an artificial section. It's pretty big. That kind of magic would fall under... probably strictly arcane magic or possibly divination. I'd have to take a
Can
look.
you say bye to Fable for me?
The kid's gone
we
now,
weren't supposed to let the kid leave
Thank you.
because the kid's been possessed by. Oh, it's over there. You shouldn't let it go.
I take a look to see if, because that's what we have.
Very bright. Ah. Don't lick my hands. Buttons is baby. Buttons is Quill baby. One of Quill babies.
The billboards.
Yeah.
How? 1.5 million was for his ship. I also like playing Higgs where he's perpetually in debt.
What
I think it's a fun way to play him. That way, not having a ship on a spaceship or a boat. Yeah, he has a ship. He has a ship. He has a spaceship. Yeah. But you just said you couldn't get on spaceships, so I'm confused. No, he can't.
Can't believe Higgs has student debt. Wow. Fireball. Quill needs to learn a lot of things. Okay, I'm gonna get off now, but I'm gonna do art. I'm gonna try and finish the Quill art so I can put it on the Patreon. Because I haven't put it on your Patreon in a really long time. Forever. Because I've been slacking at art. Slacking. Let's get Uzu. It's their birthday. It's their birthday. It's their birthday! Get Uzu at their birthday! Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. For Misty Shore.